So for the new and old people, I have some old new channels. Please support them. I cover more extensively film culture, popular culture there, but I also mix it up. So I'll probably do some cult true crime stuff. I'm probably going to put an Aaron video on one of the channels. I'm not going to even spoil which one. So look out for that. So what I do here is mainly, or used to be, Game of Thrones, Wheel of Time, several things. And to put it mildly, it's not a big step to get into Scientology, science fiction, and cults. And I've been an ardent critic of Aaron Smith-Levin, and he's tried to destroy this channel for years and years because I just pointed out a lot of his criminal activity and lying and just being a grifter and a moron. But I actually do try to be careful with these ex-Scientology people because, again, I am not here really to talk about my own religious experience or, again, some YouTubers like to get all super personal. That's not me. But I'd have to say the general lay of the land is that and again, this is, I'm sure, true of like ex-cultist period, they're just not very trustworthy people. So I'm not trying to be partisan here, but holy cow, I really cannot. And I almost never do this because Aaron does. He will just endlessly copyright strike my channel. He's done this to other channels, sometimes successfully. And one channel, I am not exaggerating, he made about 30 some copyright strikes. It wasn't slander. Some of them weren't even insulting him. They were just pointing out factual evidence, and he got really angry, wanted to destroy the evidence. Because, they were even citing his own videos. They were just citing an old video, but it was showing he was a liar. He's like, no, 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 no. I will not allow the Church of Iranians to be marred with the truth of being liars. Okay. So I can only play a little small snippet. Hopefully this will work. But I'm like, really? 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 And again, I'm going to be half agreeing with Aaron, but really, what is your point?
Criticism is that I was very disappointed to see they included Alex Barnes-Ross in this episode.
Okay, some people may be very confused. Alex is Apostate Alex. He does a YouTube channel in Britain where he does, again, I'll try to be as fair as possible. He does some good protests against Scientology, certainly much better than Aaron. But I have a lot of questions about all these people. That's why I'm prefacing, come in with questions and be critical. I have no major issue with Alex. That said, just my mode from now on. I don't really trust any of these people. And I've certainly been questioned in not a very nice way, very hostile, that you're OSA. You're working for the OSAs. OSA, for those who don't know, is basically the equivalent of the CIA, FBI within Scientology. And again, I asked that moronic question, okay, why are you saying this? Or what? You're OSAs! And there you go. Now, this is what's hilarious. So he's attacking Alex for being Alex. Jubilee, guys. Jubilee is choosing Alex, not me. So Jubilee, which is a very questionable thing onto itself. Basically, it's this YouTube organization. And again, on the face of it, not a bad idea. Basically getting these two sides to clash. So they'll have theists facing theists, having black liberals face black conservatives, or in one case, they thought it was going to be, I would say a leftist. I think that's fair to say. A leftist arguing with Trump conservatives, and it turned into a mess. It turned out to be leftist fighting neo-Nazis. And there you go. And I'm pretty libertarian. I think, for the most part, free opinion should reign. But I probably draw the line at actively supporting neo-Nazis. I think that's not a good idea. And I think Jubilee crossed the line. It is what it is. You got to make money. So his first criticism is of their greed, right? So Aaron was angry that people apparently have to pay for their own travel. But apparently Jubilee will help you out if you tell them, no, I really just can't afford it. So what's really going on here? Because when you think through it, it's astonishing what Aaron is really saying. And it just goes to not just how much of a jerk or moron or liar or grifter. He is a complete 100% fanatical fascist. So the problem is this. So let me just spill all the tea. And usually I do this for channel members. So become a channel members because there's so many weird dark secrets with these people. I don't even know where to begin. But I will give you guys this for free. So the real issue is this. Alex was friendly with Mike Rinder. Alex is friendly with Claire Headley. Claire Headley now heads the Aftermath Foundation, which kicked Aaron out. I've done tons of videos on that whole drama. If you want more on that, just Google it in 3 seconds. You'll get it. I'll probably try to construct several playlists because it's just way too much stuff. People have asked this. I just never have the time to do it, but I will try to construct a playlist to catch people up. So, and it goes beyond that. It's because Alex is aware of many of Aaron's really bad activities. And for the most part, Alex does not publicly get into that issue. Now, I will give Aaron a point. Apparently, he did find evidence secretly and privately. Alex is helping, quote, Aaron's enemies, and he opposes Aaron secretly. And obviously, to Aaron, being a fascist dictator, he cannot allow any resistance to his reign of terror. Oh boy. Remember, we're supposed to be in a free society where these ex-cultists are being good activists. We'll put all that aside. Okay. So, Jubilee is very popular. Good or bad, it's getting millions of views. It gets on Twitter. People are always talking about it. These episodes are having an impact. Maybe not a good impact, but they have an impact. So when Aaron heard, oh, the Jubilee doing exchange, he saw money again. Oh, I will now become the king of Hollywood and control everything. But they're not choosing him and other of his favorites. So I guess his idea of Jubilee educating people would be he will stack the Jubilee side of ex-Scientologists with his propagandists. But that's not happening. So now he's whining, crying that Alex has been chosen. But the sinister Jubilee people, if only they had told me, you pay for the travels, I would have gotten my propagandist. Now what am I going to do? By the way, Aaron has a lot of money. He could pay for people's travel. He just doesn't want to do that. But he found out, you would have paid for it. I'm so disturbed. So none of these are legit criticisms, right? It can't even be, I could criticize Jubilee, you're forcing people to pay? That's disgusting. Aaron is a super fascist capitalist who's insanely greedy and profit-driven. But he's criticizing a YouTube channel for you're trying to cut costs? Right. Also, he's criticizing the YouTube channel for allowing free debate. In other words, they had the temerity. How dare they? This is King Uranus. They should have written to me, emailed me, and said, Aaron, can we get you the approved ex-Scientologists? Give us a list, and I would have given to them. Because I'm King Uranus. I'm a good guy. So they have on a guest he did not approve of. Because Alex is aware of Aaron's crimes. And let me be critical of Alex. Alex is maintaining his silence. So you ask him about, hey, Aaron the criminal. I don't want to talk about that. That's dramas. I don't want to talk about that. But he is talking about it behind the scenes. So there you go. So and Paul, he says, oh no, my channel doesn't do that. But his channel does do that. It just does it secretly and privately. Alrighty then. So as you can tell, these ex-Scientologists have more drama than, tons of little cats in a box just clawing one another. Make of that what you will. But he didn't provide any legit reason Alex is even a bad guy. There are perfectly good, legit criticisms of Apostate Alex and the way he does things. Aaron doesn't have any. His whole thing is, Alex is so partisan. He's too close to Claire Headley. Oh, okay. But if it was really close to Aaron and Aaron's best friend, he would be a good. There you go. But he's siding with the enemy, so he's a bad guy. Oh, there you go. And why is Claire bad? Claire's bad because she kicked out Aaron. And there you go. See, it's one big circle.
I have ever met in my entire time who outright embellishes and exaggerates and lies.
Well, I don't even know what to do with all that, but Aaron asserting as a fact that, there's only one person I've met who embellishes. You literally have claimed Nora embellishes. You claimed Mike Rinder. You even have a video called Mike Rinder's Lies. What are you talking about? You exaggerate all the time. I guess he doesn't have a mirror. He doesn't count himself as an ex-Scientologist. I've only met one who embellishes and exaggerates. No. You can say many things about the ex-Scientologists, but it is filled with pathological liars. I mean, it's just filled with people who cannot tell you plain old truth. Just say, oh, did you go to the store and buy milk? And you will it's really hard to find. It's very rare ex-Scientologists that say, yeah, I went to the store, bought milk. I went to the store, bought milk, and then Sam Cruise and the scattered and the tramos. Oh, God, I'm the wrongest. Oh. And if you think I'm exaggerating with how no, that is actually how Aaron talks on a regular basis. With all the histrionics and even fake crying. He just gets talking about my brother. And he and his concubine, I'm not lying, that is what she is. She's a concubine. Go on these weird propaganda rants. And I'm like, but Alex is the only one who embellishes. Right. But let me not leave Aaron in the cold because, and I'm like, oh my god! And again, I did the full video on this guy, so I'll keep it really brief because there is a tragic story with Mike Brown's mother, but Mike Brown himself is just a complete, and I mean, even calling him a scumbag would be a little bit too generous. So scumbag, which is his right, and at least you could respect that, was attacking and trying to destroy Mike Rinder, who was suffering from cancer. I'm not taking a side here. I'm just laying out the facts. So anyway, scumbag was doing character assassination. Guess who's going to be on the Jubilee, guys? Mike Brown! See, Mike Brown magically took away the videos where he was attacking the cancer guy. Yeah, I wonder why he did that. All right, we're going to sell ourselves off as a good Hollywood scumbag. Oh, I get it now. Oh, and that's stupid me. I thought like, well, and by the way, I did not actually think this, but I thought speculatively, well, maybe he just felt sorry. Maybe he reconsidered and said, okay, I was going full grifter with Aaron. Because in my own video, I did go through saying, well, that doesn't make sense because he's still working with. Oh, that was the reason. He was going to get ready for the Jubilee and sell himself off as like, guys, I'm just a soldier. I left Scientology, but now I'm fighting a real war, a spiritual war, but I need a little help. Could you give me money? Oh, and by the way, for the record, Mike Brown even brags about this. Says, I don't want to live with my mother. I don't want her to move in. It's like, well, it seems like you have all these problems. Why don't you just have her move? I don't want to do that. You see, that's the Scientology brain. It's like, no, you got to pay your own way. I'm not going to pay for you. Right, right. So it's just scumbaggery all around. So Jubilee's now bad, guys. Not because it helps neo Nazis. No, that's okay. Not because it helps Nazis. No. Or helps fascism. No. That's what I would criticize about Jubilee. Aaron's criticism is like, I don't have all my propagandists there. Even though he has a propagandist. He has Mike Brown to stick up for him. He has Liz Gale, a former board member of his not real charity. But see, the problem is Mike Brown is not totally loyal. He might be a little just. Liz Gale has sometimes, unfortunately, not kept her loyalty oath. It's a little tricky. He needs Marilyn. He needs Marilyn Hornick, who's never in Scientology. I put Marilyn in. Put me in. Put Jenna. I would trust even Jenna, my concubines. But Alex, no, I got off my run. Anyway, I was already going to do a lot of videos on Jubilee because of the Nazi fascist mess, but there you go. I'm probably going to cover this ex-Scioto thing. And there we are. One mess after another.